Hey guys, it's Amber, and I'm getting started on my intro page for my October Daily album. I'm taking some of this flocked cardstock, I guess it is. It's like a fuzzy texture, and I printed out, sorry, I didn't print out. I cut on my silhouette the words October Daily 2021 in a letterpress font, and I'm just getting that cut out. I had to do like a double cut on that to get it to come out right, but it's going to take some time for me to properly pull this out and pull the pieces, so I'm going to skip through most of that. But now that that's finally done, I'm going to cut my pink Prima paper down to 9 by 7.5, just like the Heidi Swap paper that I'm going to be using. I used my punch template there to punch holes on the left-hand side. And now I'm just arranging the words and numbers where I think they're going to look really good balanced. And then I decided, since it's a spiderweb print, to also cut out a little spider dangling from the top to put on one of the webs, which we'll see here in a minute. So I had already cut and separated that out, added some adhesive, and then this is ready to go. Really love how this came out. It's simple, it's fun, it's also tactile. So the back of the pattern paper actually looks really pretty the way it is, and I'm going to use, I have a transparency there from a place called Pretty Little Studio. It's an 8x8 with like copper hexagons on it. Kind of helps pull in the orange color a little bit. And I'm taking these 8x4 tags from Ellie Edwards. It's an older kit, I'm not sure which one they were from, and I'm cutting them down to 6.5 by 4, so they're not quite so tall. I'm going to be stitching around that transparency, so I cut it exactly in half at 4 inches. And I'm using some paper clips there to hold it in place, and I'm going to get out my sewing machine here in just a minute and stitch around the edges. So it's going to have stitching all the way around the outside, and I didn't think about it in advance. I should have done the side with the holes first because that's much more narrow. All the rest of it has a 1/4 inch between the edge of the paper and the stitching, and that side it doesn't. It's right along the edge of the holes. So I wasn't thinking when I did that, otherwise it would have gone on the inside of the holes, but not a big deal. You can't really notice it from the front, and when you do, you're not really going to see it anyway. So just showing you there what it looks like. And already loving how this is coming together. And then there you can see I have my little crafting buddy with me. I'm going to take a die cut from the Simple Stories collection from last year and a chipboard piece from Ellie Edwards from one of her October Stories by the Months kits that says Adore This Season on there. And here I'm going to do basically like a reason why I'm doing this project. And I tried to keep this to 1 tag, but it just didn't look right. It was too wide of a paper for 1 tag, so I'm going to do 2. One's just going to have stamping. I'm going to take some of the Ellie's Studio Star alphabet stickers from her 2021 Document December collection. Sorry, I'm trying to spit all that out. And I'm going to stamp out October on 3 different lines, use a few graphics in between as well. And then I'll do daily on the bottom. So I'm going to just use like some ghosts, a little haunted house, just to kind of break up all the letters a little bit. And so like they're taking place of some O's, basically. So I'm not going to show you the entire thing here, but I'm just lining them up, and I'm using my Tim Holtz stamping platform there to help me get everything lined up. I love this tool. It's just like a MISTI, but it just helps you stamp multiple times in the same place, and it's really handy. I'm using my VersaFine ink here, which is a great black ink for fine details. It's one of my go-tos. And then you can see I'm just fitting in the word daily, and then I'll be finishing up this part of the project here in just a moment. So I'm going to add some of this May Arts ribbon. The one that is like a chevron kind of style pattern is one I bought on Amazon. I'll try to remember to put a link in my information below. And then that's 3/4 of an inch wide, I believe. And then I also have a velvet glittery ribbon that I think's 1/4 of an inch, probably 3/8, as well as some pink velvet ribbon from a kit that I bought that has like 40 colors in it, that I found on Amazon. It was like 12 bucks. Those are fuzzy on one side and plain on the other, so I stapled it in a creative way. Like I folded it on the back and then stapled it so you could see both sides correctly. And then here I'm going to take one of my thickers that says boo, just for a little something to put on the top because I didn't have too much to say. And then I'm just going to take one of my big Gelosity pens and just do a little bit of journaling here as well. Just really simple on why I wanted to do on October Daily. Fall is my favorite season, but just also something fun to do. So I'm going to tuck that in and get the, I had to get the holes repunched from where I had added the transparency. I'm going to slide it into the album, and really happy with that very simple but beautiful intro. Thanks so much for watching.